maybe more than 10, 15 billion Ghana cedi. It's not sustainable.
Okay, I will allow you. Yes,
thank you, Mr. Chairman. Minister, you mentioned that you put a clause in there that will prevent inclusion of interest on payment. And you also said that you're not going to give mobilization. So if a contractor goes to the bank for a loan to come and start a project, and you say you're going to pay in 3 months, which is fair. If something happens and you don't pay, what happens? His interest will be accumulating at the bank. So what happens in that case?
Chair, that is why I said we want to start this gradually. Most contractors are not interested in interest on delayed payment. The only reason they are forced to do that because we hold their money and for 2, 3, sometimes 8 years, 9 years. So they have no choice than to do that. If the atmosphere is created where, in fact, currently it's 6 months, the law says we pay them in 6 months. We don't intend to pay people in 6 months. Once the regime of payment improves, contractors don't really care whether there's a clause in there or not. And we are determined to use the big push as a template to start that without having written that into the contract. We pay them within a reasonable time. Then they can go and actually retire their indebtedness to the banks or the financial institutions, and everybody will be happy. So we shouldn't be too worried about the clause of our interest on delayed payment. With regard to advanced mobilization, yes, if we had the money, we'll pay. But as a minister, we owe contractors we can't pay. And then the same contractor comes to get a new job, and then you are using the money to pay advanced mobilization. And then the certificate you owe him is attracting interest. Won't you rather pay off his debt and allow him to use his own money as capital to start the new project? I think we had this discussion with them, and we thought that it was appropriate. That is why we want to thank the Parliament for making allowance for some amount to be set aside for arrears clearance. At the last check, I think we have paid almost 5 billion towards the arrears, and we will continue to do that. The Ghanaian contractor deserves to get his money back so that they can go back to site in our communities and work and make those roads